Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So today, guys, I wanted to talk about the dangers of being inexperienced with women. All right? Now, what I want you to understand is this, is that I or anyone else can only teach you so much about the game and about getting with women, right? And what happens is that you need to actually experience dealing with women for yourself, and that experience is going to teach you something. It's going to let you know certain things that you didn't know before, right? Now, there are things that I can tell you or describe about some of these experiences that you might experience, and the things you're going to feel. But the thing is that you might not believe what I say, or what I would say about this, because you have to actually experience it to believe it. There are only things that only experience can teach you, right? And so the thing is that your lack of experience and your conditioning will make you not believe me. So this is why you have to experience it. So, for example, I know some of you are probably like, "What's going on? I'm not following," right? So, for example, a guy who doesn't have a lot of experience with women, he might still be under the illusion that women can do no wrong. Women are made of sugar and spice and everything nice. All women, they don't have sex on the first date. They just, they all wait because they all got to get to know a guy to get comfortable enough to have sex with him. So, guys who lack experience, they believe this type of stuff, right? So if I was to tell a guy like that, yo, you know what? You can actually meet a girl, at 7:00 tonight and end up having sex with her, in the next couple of hours, right? He won't believe me because he's been conditioned to think that all women, they wait, they need to get to know a guy and all this other stuff. And the reason why he believes that is because he's been conditioned to believe that, and because of his lack of experience with women, right? But see, the dangers of, being inexperienced with women, what's dangerous about it is because what happens is if you don't have experience with women or experience with a number of different women, when you actually do encounter women and you actually do start to, get with women, go on dates and interact with women, there are going to be times where they might end up taking advantage of you. You might get, involved in relationships that, with crazy chicks that you're like, how the hell did it get to this point? You might end up simping. You're going to be bending over backwards for these chicks. Like, all this stuff is going to happen because you don't have experience with women. And the reason why it's going to happen is because you think that, well, women are this way and women are that way. So then, therefore, since you think that women are this certain way, you start acting a certain way. You let your guard down. You're not really looking for signs of shit that might go wrong, because you've been conditioned to think that, hey, all these women are just, they're just very pleasant and they're all nice, and none of them are manipulative. They don't do that type of stuff, right? But again, you are sitting there thinking about this because you've been conditioned to think it. And the reason why you're not going to get it and you're not going to understand is because your lack of experience, right? Let me give you some more examples. Let's say if you have a person going to college, right? Now, most people who don't have experience with college, they might hear things like, hey, if you go to college and get your degree, it's going to be easier for you to get a job. As soon as you get out, you're just going to get a job, in your field, study this and get this degree and get this job. So your lack of experience makes you think that this is the reality. But people who are experienced in college, who've went to college and graduated and seen that, damn, it's still sort of difficult to get a job, and I got my master's degree, but I'm working at Target or McDonald's, they'll tell that person who's never been to college, who has no experience in college, hey, college is cool, but it's no guarantee that you're going to make this, you're going to get a job right out of college. And the person who lacks experience, they're going to be like, what are you talking about? What do you mean? I don't believe you. I don't believe you, because if you go to college and you do the right thing, then you're going to get a job when you get out. See, his lack of experience won't let him believe the person who has experience. You understand? So then he makes his moves based off of, what he's been taught, the conditioning that happened to him, right? Give you another example. Let's say somebody, is a singer or a rapper or whatever, and they're like, oh, I want to get a record deal, right? And so what they've heard is, hey, you know what you got to do? You got to go out there and send your demo tapes out to these record labels, and then they're going to sign you, and then you're going to be making millions of dollars and all this other craziness, right? Because that person really doesn't have experience in the record industry. So then now you have somebody on this side of the spectrum who has experience, and they're telling that person like, hey, listen, youngin, when you get into this industry, this is going to happen. That's going to happen. You're going to have to build your own buzz. And then if they actually do sign you, they're going to take this cut. They're trying to give you 360 deals. So you might not be making those millions of dollars up front like you thought. And then the person who has the lack of experience is not going to believe, again, because of their conditioning. So they're going to tell this guy, oh, no, Mr. Record person that's been in it, I don't believe you. You understand? Because, from what I've heard and what I've been conditioned to believe is that if you do this and you do that, then you're going to get a record deal and you're going to be rich, right? So, you have all these people who have this lack of experience, and their lack of experience, it makes them not believe what the other people are saying because they're so conditioned with what they've been taught to believe about these situations. And the person, again, with the lack of experience will not believe what the other person is saying until they actually gain that experience for themselves. So they have to actually experience going to college and then having a hard time to find a job until they believe that as a fact. And then until they know how to maneuver and see what they need to do in that situation. That same person with the record deal or trying to get a record deal, they're not going to believe it until they experience it, until they try to make some stuff happen and things don't turn out the way they do, in order for them to really believe or become aware of this is, what really goes on. So the same thing happens for guys dealing with women. Do you understand? So if you are a guy who, you don't have that much experience dealing with women, you're going to be dealing with a chick and she's going to be, acting like she likes you. And you might believe she likes you because you have no experience with women. So you don't even know that this girl who you think likes you is playing you. You understand? So let's say in the scenario, she's playing you. She's pretending to like you. And I'm saying, yo, my man, this chick is playing you. Don't you see she on that bullshit? But no, we have something special. What do you mean? Like, this girl, she's awesome and she really likes me and we share this bond and I feel this connection with her. And this is because of your lack of experience with women. You don't realize when you're getting played. You understand? So the danger is that your lack of experience is what's going to get you in trouble. You might be chilling with a chick, and let's say she wants to have sex with you, and she's like, "Oh, don't worry about a condom. I'm on birth control. Don't worry about that." Right? Then you fuck her, and then she gets pregnant, and you're like, "What the fuck happened?" And the reason what happened was your lack of experience made you actually believe that this chick was telling the truth. But what happened now is that you've experienced this experience, and now you know that some of these chicks might lie. But what happens is, if before that situation happened, if I told you, hey, some of these chicks out here will lie to you and tell you this and that, and you're going to be like, no, but why would a chick lie? Like, I've never seen a chick lie. Women don't lie. Like, I've been brought up by my mom, and my mom always said that, women are just very cool, and they just want a guy to love them and to be there for them and to care for them. And every woman I hear says they want a nice guy, and they always say they hate when guys are lying to them. So why would they lie when they keep saying they're tired of the lies that guys are telling them? You understand? This is what an inexperienced guy sounds like. And then he gets with a girl who says, hey, don't worry about that condom, I got birth control. And her ass is lying because she want to get pregnant, and he gets her pregnant. And that's why, he's in that situation. This is the dangers of being basically not having experience dealing with women. So you got to understand that, you not having this experience with girls or understanding the game, it can really put you in a situation that you don't want to be in, because your conditioning of how you think women are, it's going to get you in trouble. The way you think that women respond to nice guys, because you keep hearing women say, I just want a nice guy, right? But what happened is your lack of experience. You haven't noticed that the women are not getting with the nice guys, or you notice that they're responding to the bad boys. So then you keep trying to be nice, and then nothing ever happens. Or if some chick really gets with you or deals with you, sometimes you might be so blinded by the fact that a girl is dealing with you, and you're so excited, and your lack of experience won't let you see certain signs of her maybe playing you, right? Now, I'm not saying this to make it seem as if, all women are crazy and vindictive and manipulative and all this other shit, right? I'm not saying that. But there are a lot of women who will be like that. And guys who, understand the game, and guys who have experience with women will tell you that they've experienced women like this. And they themselves, because I was one of those guys who was inexperienced, they themselves will tell you that before they experienced it, they thought probably the same way you would think if you're the type of guy who's inexperienced. You would think, no, a woman would never say that. A woman would never do this. A woman would never act like that. Why would she do that? That's insane. This is why, sometimes women will even try to debunk this, because they're like, no, we wouldn't do that. Like, I had a conversation with this girl on Facebook, and I was telling her, a lot of women will get with guys just to get a free meal. They have no interest in them. They'll go on dates just because they want the attention and the free meal and everything. And she's like, what are you talking about? Like, why would a woman do that? I can't believe a woman would actually do that. And no, real women don't do this. And, so like, she doesn't have experience dating women. Because why? Because she's a straight woman. She doesn't date women. So she has no idea what that world is like. You understand? But you have guys also who have no experience dating women. They never really been on a whole bunch of dates, or, never really interact with women that much. So, they'll go out on a date with a woman, and this woman is just using them for, a free meal. And the guy would not even notice. He won't even know that this is happening. He won't even realize the signs that he's getting played, for a fool for so long, or whatever it is, because he lacks experience. So again, you have to actually go out there and experience the game and learn, what's going on. And I'm not saying this to put fear in your heart. I'm just saying this so you can be aware and understand that you have to experience it yourself to have that awareness, to understand it, to believe it, to really just like basically get into, for you to get into a situation so that you can see it firsthand. Because again, there's only so much I can teach you. There's only so much that anybody else can teach you or tell you. You have to experience it for yourself to see. You understand? You should take, notes and take heed to what other people are saying. But at the same time, you got to go out there and experience it yourself. You feel me? So guys, make sure that you click the link below to go to badboymembership.com so you can join the membership, so you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video tutorials that will help you learn how to attract, date, and have sex with hot chicks, all right? And also under that, make sure you click that link to get my free ebook, The Magnificent 10 Crucial Dating Tips for Men, and I will holler at you guys later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.